Once upon a time, in a small town nestled at the foot of some majestic mountains, there lived a man named Peter. Peter was an adventurous soul, always seeking new thrills in the great outdoors. He loved to explore, hike, and test his limits against nature's challenges. One frosty winter day, with the excitement of adrenaline pulsing through his veins, Peter set off on a daring solo expedition up the treacherous mountain peak. He wasn't aware that this adventure would be the most harrowing experience of his life. As Peter ascended higher and higher, the weather, which had started out relatively calm, took a turn for the worse. Dark, ominous clouds gathered overhead, blocking the sunlight and choking the air with an icy chill. Unbeknownst to Peter, a fierce snowstorm was brewing on his path back home. Caught off guard by the sudden intensity of the blizzard, Peter was disoriented and fought against the swirling snowflakes. The whiteout engulfed him, making it impossible to see more than a few feet ahead. He realized the error of his decision and knew he needed to find shelter quickly. However, his desperate search yielded no results, for he was in the heart of an unfamiliar part of the mountain. With each step, Peter's body sank deeper into the snow, his energy dwindling rapidly. Exhaustion weighed him down, and hypothermia began to take hold. Feeling his muscles weaken and his spirit wane, he knew he had to come up with a plan if he wanted any chance of survival. Summoning every ounce of his inner strength, Peter dug a small hole in the snow and sat inside, hoping the covering would protect him from the harsh elements. He hugged his knees to his chest, rubbing his arms to keep warm. The nights were the worst, as the temperature plummeted mercilessly. As hours turned into days, Peter rationed what little food he had brought along, and melted snow in his mouth to quench his thirst. Each day, he grew weaker, both physically and mentally, as the relentless storm raged on. Doubt crept into his thoughts, but he fought it with every ounce of his determination. On the sixth day, while huddled in his icy cocoon, Peter felt a sudden burst of warmth against his face. The storm had finally subsided, and the calmness in the air was a welcome relief. Summoning all the strength he had left, Peter pushed through the heavy snowbank that had engulfed the entrance of his makeshift shelter. With great effort, Peter slowly stood up, his legs trembling beneath him. Looking around, he realized he had become lost among unfamiliar peaks and valleys. He had no idea which direction led back to the town, but he refused to give up hope. With an unwavering spirit, Peter took a deep breath and began his descent, relying on instinct and his deep love for the mountains to guide him. Slowly but surely, step by agonizing step, he traversed the treacherous terrain, struggling to find his bearing. The blisters on his feet tore open, his muscles ached, and his body cried out in pain, but Peter pressed on. Miraculously, after what felt like an eternity, Peter stumbled upon a familiar trail that led to safety. Tears streamed down his weather-beaten face as he finally set foot back in his beloved hometown. He collapsed into the arms of concerned friends and family, who had mounted a search party to find him. Peter's survival story became a legendary tale of courage and resilience, inspiring others to respect the power of nature. He realized the importance of proper preparation, as even the most adventurous of souls must heed caution and be aware of the ever-changing conditions of their surroundings. From that moment forward, Peter's appreciation for life intensified, and his passion for the mountains burned brighter than ever. He vowed to share his experience, reminding one and all that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can overcome immense challenges.